Hey everyone, welcome to the Love Experience Show. I am your host, Ashley J. This is my co host,
You can say my son.
my son. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. I'm really excited to see you. I know we missed last week, um, but I was a little bit too hyped about what was going on last week. They had a date with dad night, and I was so excited. I couldn't wait for them to get home and for me to find out how it went. So, my apologies. It was my family.
Because my school.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It was at school. So, before we get any further, do not forget to hit the subscribe button
To my channel.
Subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so that you know the next time a new episode drops, and comment, share with 5 people. Get them to come watch it with you, okay?
Yeah.
Let's have a good time.
And do that to my channel too.
There you go. So, we are going to talk about, as you can see, I can't hear you. So, this is a topic that is a little spur of the moment, but it was something that I was supposed to talk about a while ago, but I did not. So, we're talking about it today. Let me see what else I need to do. Invite 5 people to join you, throw a watch party, and what else, Poop? If you would like to be a guest on the Love Experience Show,
invite show too.
Please let us know. Reach out to us, comment at the bottom of the video in the comment section. Find me on all my DMs at It's Ashley JW. And let me know you would like to be a guest on the Love Experience Show. Let me tell you about the Love Experience Show. The Love Experience Show is a wonderful show that I created, where people come and share their various love experiences. I invite all stories. This is not something where I'm just wanting fairy tale stories. No, all stories are welcome, because your story can help somebody else. Your story can help somebody get through a difficult situation or give them hope. So, please, if you would like to join the show and subscribe to the channel, go ahead and do so. All right. Hey, Miss Alfreda. Say hi.
Hey, Miss Alfreda.
All right, y'all. So today we are talking about I Can't Hear You. I'm gonna be honest with you. This topic came up with a little under the weather too, so you might hear a lot of sniffing and coughing. This topic came up for me when I went with my family to see The Little Mermaid. And if you recall, both in the animated and the new version, the Little Mermaid, Ariel, she loses her voice. Her voice is taken from her because she has this big desire. And the desire is to go on to land and see how people are living up there. She just wants to experience the world on land. Okay. In order for her to do that, Ursula, the witch, the octopus, she takes her voice.
Yeah.
Then, when she takes her voice, she uses her voice against her, and tries to steal the man that Ariel fell in love with.
Yeah.
And she was almost successful at it. Yeah. But her dad said something that touched my soul. He said, "You shouldn't have to lose your voice to be heard." Whoa. That was deep for me. I don't know if anybody else caught it, but that was deep for me. And I was like, wow, okay. I felt that there was something that I needed to discuss with that line in the movie. What's happening? with that line in the movie. So it came from me at a time where I was regaining my voice. Please stop with your feet. You're shaking the camera. I was just regaining my voice. Um I I'm gonna give you this analogy. There have been a lot of times where I lost my voice, like physically lost my voice, could not speak, was straining to be heard just a little bit. And it's not fun. It's no fun when your voice is completely gone. Nobody can hear you. You don't have an impact. You aren't using it the way it needs to be used. And you may lose your voice for many reasons. But now you get your voice back. What do you do with that? What do you do once your voice comes back? Do you go back to doing the things that you did before? Or do you use your voice for good? So losing my voice, I once I was able to talk, I was like, man, I'm so glad I got my voice back. I'm going to make sure I don't yell. I'm going to make sure I don't uh get sick, cuz it often was when I got sick that I lost my voice. And even now, I'm trying to work this thing out. I need my voice. That's how I make my living, okay? So, I understand how it is to not have a voice, but good evening, mother. But when it comes to losing my voice in order to be heard, that's something different. That's totally different. I feel like for that line, for that statement to come true, you have to have a purpose, and your purpose must be realized. And you may go through something where you're running away from your purpose. So, therefore, you don't need your voice, or you might abuse your voice. One way or another, there might be abuse in your voice for against your voice, but it's up to you to decide whether you are going to um, use your voice for what it's made for, or use it and abuse it. Okay. So when I hear someone say you shouldn't have to lose your voice to be heard, what I'm hearing is somebody is being minimized. Let's talk about it in relationships. Go ahead.
I'll be back.
Okay, close the door. Let's talk about it in relationships. As far as relationships go, um, one person who is, you might have two people that are total opposite. There are some times where people are not opposites, but you may have two people that are total opposites. And because they are total opposites, you'll have someone who is very dominant, and then you'll have someone who is very docile, very calm and quiet. Okay. So it's typical for the dominant person to be the one to take over all the conversations, be the one to take over all of excuse me, all the attention. Is typically the dominant one, and then it leaves the other person feeling unimportant. A lot of times we'll say to kids, okay, we'll say to kids, be quiet. You don't need to talk while we're talking. Hush. Stop talking. We're taking their voice away. Because a lot of times those little babies, I know with Marquise, I've seen it over and over again, they speak some wisdom. And we are too caught up in being the adult that we don't let the wisdom be heard. So we silence it. And then they grow up to feel like they're insignificant, they're unimportant. And with that, there comes a lot of different behaviors, a lot of attention seeking behaviors. Like looking for love. I'll just use me. Okay. And I'm gonna use me without anyone feeling I'm coming at them. I'm gonna try it. Okay. So I was growing up. There were instances where I was using my voice, voicing things that I did not like, voicing things that bothered me. And I often felt like it wasn't on purpose, but I often felt like, I often felt like what I had to say was not important. What I had to say was little. It was insignificant. That made me feel insignificant. I shared with you guys my troubles and my struggles with my identity as far as the power that I have. Um I I felt like nobody wants to hear what I have to say as an adult, which is something that I believed as a child. Okay, be still, please. Okay. It was something that I believed as a child, that I wasn't important and nobody is going to listen to me. I carried that through my adulthood, even not really today, but even to very recent times. No, I'm not important enough for anybody to hear what I have to say. And that turned into nobody likes me. Why do I need to talk? Why do I need to be in that presence? Nobody likes me. So, what is the point? I fall back, stop talking, just watch everybody and how they move, not using my voice.
Yeah, don't use your voice.
Not using my voice. That is not what my voice has power. My voice has impact. I should be using my voice all the time. But because I felt insignificant, I felt minimized, I felt unimportant, I didn't use my voice. And if I don't catch myself, I will fall back into that pattern every single time. So, you need to use your voice. If you have purpose, if you're watching this episode right now, you got purpose. If you have purpose, you need to use your voice. Even if it is just to call people's attention to something that you were told to show them, use your voice. That's all you have to do. Use your voice. When in relationship, this looks like one person having their needs met all the time. This looks like one person getting their desires met all the time. Marquise, please be still. Okay. That is one person getting their needs and desires met all the time. While the person that is maybe not using their voice, they are like they are like really, giving of themselves, just giving and giving and giving and giving and giving all the time, because they don't want to rock the boat. They don't want to take the shine away from the more dominant personality. So they just give and serve. And serve. That's all they do. Okay. Um, People that live in my house, can we keep the child upstairs so I could concentrate, please. Um, so they just continue to give, and then their needs and their desires fall to the wayside. They is no longer important. And then you get some people that may feel depressed. You may get someone who is you may get some you may get someone who is resentful. Resentment will come in a very strong way. Resentment can come in a very strong way. People can decide that, you know what, because my because my voice and my purpose is not being used, I am serving you all the time. I can't stand it. Sure, I love being your partner, but I can't stand that you are always getting the shine. I can't stand that you are always doing the things that you want to do, and I'm just sitting here serving you. I am sitting here forgetting who I am. I see lots of people that come in the office, and they lots of couples, and one person is always feeling like their needs are not being met, and they have lost themselves. They've given their entire life to people, everybody but themselves, and they don't know who they are. They need to regain all of the things that they lost. Probably, honestly, depending on how long it's been, they need to find out all over again who they are and the things that they like. So many times, one of the questions during the intake session that I have to ask is, what are your strengths? You, I can't even count on my two hands anymore how many people get stumped by this question. They don't know how to answer it because they don't have their voice. Life comes and gets in the way. Absolutely it does. Life gets in the way all the time. And they lose themselves because of life all the time. I understand it. I can even understand it being a battle where you're trying your hardest. You are trying your hardest to stay afloat, to do the things that make you happy, to do the things that um mean so much to you, and you can't. You can't, because you're dedicating life to everybody else. You have no more energy for yourself. That's why it's really important. I say at least if you can't do it once every day, do at least once a week where you are doing the things that you totally enjoy and love. I'm gonna tell you this. I did not feel like coming and doing this show. Like I said, I think everybody except for my mother, we are all kind of under the weather because, the baby's in school. So he's spreading all his lovely germs. So we are feeling it this time. And I did not feel, I did not feel like I didn't have the energy oh, hi, Colleen. I did not have the energy to come and do the show. But guess what? This is something that I love. I can say that every day I am doing something that I love. I love helping people. It's what I've been called to do. I love doing this show. It gives me the energy that I need. It helps me when I am feeling low. Being doing this show, talking to y'all, sharing the wisdom that I receive throughout my day or in life in general. I it makes me happy. Okay? I get energy from this. So, I do this once a week. I try to, if I if I come on, I try to do this once a week. Okay? And then throughout the week I'm making videos and posting videos and all of that. Excuse me. So it it's something that makes me happy. Okay. This is but I have to use my voice. When I wasn't using my voice, I was depressed. I was down in the dumps. I was so many negative emotions. And what helped get me out of that is talking, is using my voice, walking in my purpose. I don't know if y'all ever felt like this, but I have felt, when I'm not operating in my purpose, I have felt like I'm not going to do well in my life. My emotions will be all over the place and I would be feeling all types of stuff. Okay? Let me take some tea. Sip some tea. And y'all go ahead and drop your comments. I see I got one right here. I'm going to address it in 1 second. Okay. Kaylin, you said, are you in love with someone and she doesn't reciprocate the gesture, frustrated because of a breakup, then you can use their you can use this to attract that lover into your life. It brings back your ex and helps solve broken marriages. Life is too short to be unhappy. Think about that. You deserve utmost happiness and love. No, this is totally harmless and have no side effect. Okay, I think that is not about the show. Okay, so back to what I was saying. You gotta use your voice. Don't be so eager for life on land. Okay, that's still going talking about the Little Mermaid. Don't be so eager for life in the future that you give up your voice in the present. I'm going to say it again because I felt like that was good. Don't be so eager for your future that you give up your life in the present. You give up your voice in the present. You may have wonderful things planned for your future. You may have seen great things planned in your future. But with those great things, you are so excited to get to it that you don't use what you got now. You don't use your voice now. See, now this may be the training ground. Now maybe the thing that's your what is it called, your diving board into your future. But if you're not doing using it now, how are you going to use your voice the way it's absolutely meant to be used in the future? You have to do it now. You have to. You got to use your voice. um Sometimes when people are not using their voice, they become people pleasers. And that means they will do everything within their power to make sure everybody else is happy. Meanwhile, they are developing all types of disorders because they're constantly giving to make sure other people are happy, and they are not receiving anything. They are not doing anything for themselves. They can become depressed, they can become anxious, they can become so many things because they decided to be a people pleaser. You can't do it. You cannot be a people pleaser and still be okay. You need to have a balance. You need to honestly stop being a people pleaser. Let's start there. Work out not being a people pleaser. Work out trying to take care. You can, it's great to take care of people. I'm not saying don't take care of people, but do not give so much of yourself that when you need someone or you need yourself, you aren't there. You can't be a people pleaser and still be happy in life. Totally happy. You cannot do it. I see it all the time. People are forgetting who they are because they're so focused on how to help other people, how to make other people happy, that when it comes to them, they got all this negative um, aspect of perspectives of themselves. It could be body shaming. It could be uh I don't like the way I look, or I don't like the way I don't want anybody to help me. I'm not worth being helped. I'm not worth this friendship. I'm not worth it. All because you built up resentment and denied yourself, and you lost yourself in the denial, and now you have no idea who you are. So you're just going to be whatever anybody wants you to be. Is that a fair life to live? Is that a fair life to live? I don't think it is. You shouldn't have to live your life like this. You gotta take care of yourself too. You gotta please yourself too, not just others. Okay, I gotta take some more tea. Losing identity, that is such a big deal. I was heard someone say the other day that when their family member passed away, they were a big dominant figure in their life. When their family member passed away, they lost their direction. Lost their direction because they really had no idea what direction they were going in because somebody else was telling them how to live their life. That's not okay. It's not okay. You need to be able to live your life the way you were created to live it, not the way somebody else tells you to live it. Sure, we need guidance as children, and it's great to have somebody to bounce ideas off of as an adult, but the final say so has to come from you. I, I know, okay, because I'm talking about me. Hey Kathy, I'm talking about how I was living life until I decided I got to do this for myself. And yes, I'm gonna get the input of others, but I need to make the final decision. I need to have the final say so. I gotta live this life the way I was supposed to live it. I cannot lose myself anymore. I cannot lose my voice anymore. I don't want to go back and be depressed again. I don't want to have thoughts of canceling out my voice altogether. I don't want to do that. I need to continue to live. I need to continue to use my voice. That's what brings me peace. That's what brings me happiness. Living my voice, being obedient to my purpose, doing the things that makes me me. Loving on my family, loving on trying to learn how to love on people that come in my path, who cross my path. I have to use my voice to do that. Y'all let me know, is this making sense? Is what do you think about the your voice and your purpose? Y'all talk to me. Cause we have too many people that lose themselves. Too many people that lose themselves for many different reasons. For a relationship, because they want somebody else to be better. For um they're different a different gain than what they're supposed to have. So many reasons why people lose their identity. Lose their identity because they don't think they're good enough. That goes back to what I was saying earlier about feeling unimportant, feeling minimized and insignificant, denying themselves so that others can be happy. So they could be whatever anybody else needs them to be, except for being what they need to be for themselves. Do not lose your voice. I'm gonna give the statement that I am referencing during this episode, and that is, you shouldn't have to lose your voice to be heard. That was very deep to me. That is one of the lines from The Little Mermaid. That line just stuck out to me like crazy. You shouldn't have to lose your voice to be heard. I have often had dreams where, hey, Unseen, I have often had dreams where I was not able to speak. I couldn't speak. I couldn't scream. I couldn't do anything. I just was voiceless. And I was trying to fight my way through whatever the obstacle was in the dream, just trying to fight, constantly fight. That is a scary dream to me because I can't talk to anybody to get help. I can't get someone away from me by using my voice. I can't, it's a lot that I can't do because I have no voice. I can't warn others. I can't help anybody else if I can't talk. And I've had that dream a few times. And I've also had dreams where other people are in the dream and I'm able to talk and they aren't. Can't hear them. They don't even attempt to talk to me. Their mouths are shut. And this is typically family members who have already passed away, but there have been times where they do talk. So all I'm saying is the voice is very important. This is your instrument. Your voice is what activates your life. Whatever you allow to come out of your mouth, whether it's positive or negative, that is what's going to happen in your life. It took me a very long time to realize that. But now that I know that to be true, I try to be more positive. Said try to. Working on it. I try to be more positive. Um, and I try to be the optimist. I do. I try to get people to look at things differently in a more positive light. And your voice can speak life. Your voice can speak life. You have the power to speak life. So, what are you going to use your voice for? What are you using your voice for? Are you going to use it for your purpose? Or are you going to use it to please everybody else? What are you going to use your voice for? Everybody needs to hear you. Everybody needs to listen to you. You have something to say. And it's not fair to the rest of us that you do not say what you need to say. It's not fair. Because you whatever you have to say could help somebody in a major way or even in a not so major way. It's fine as long as you are using your voice. As long as you are saying what you got to say, what you're supposed to say. You have so many things. If your voice box was going today, life as you know it would be forever changed. Sure, there are devices that could be used to help you speak, but it's not going to sound like you. I long time ago when I don't know if he still feels this way. Honey, if you watching, go ahead and chime in. A long time ago, when we were dating, my husband told me that my voice brought him comfort. I don't know if he still feels that way, but back then, that's how he felt. Your voice could be comforting for someone. It could be, you can bring peace and calmness to someone's life just by using your voice. You can use correction, correct the wrongs that need to be made right, but you have to use your voice. Sorry, y'all, my charger dropped. You have to use your voice. So y'all talk to me. Are you what are you going to do with your voice? I want to know. I gotta rest this voice. This voice, I need it tomorrow. I gotta go to work. I need this voice tomorrow. Okay, y'all. Wait, let me go over here to Facebook because before nobody could I didn't get the messages on Facebook, so let me make sure I see them. Okay. Okay. We good. All right, y'all. Well, if y'all had nothing else, I'm going and rest this little voice. This voice got work to do tomorrow. Okay. Going once, going twice. Drop your comments in the chat. um what was I going to say? If you want to be a guest on the Love Experience show, please let me know. In 2 weeks, I got a guest coming up. Y'all should be excited about that. Thank you, Auntie. Y'all should be excited about that. There's going to be a guest on the 19th, hopefully. But I'm excited, and y'all tell me what you want me to talk about, because sis was having a hard time trying to figure out what to discuss today. So y'all let me know what you want to what you want to hear, what you want me to cover, please. Thank you, Kathy. All right. Again, if you want to be a guest on the Love Experience show, go ahead and let me know, and I'll set you up. And don't forget to like the video, the episode, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so that you know the next time I drop a new video. And give the channel this episode a thumbs up. I guess after I get better, I'm going to start posting videos on It's Ashley J's YouTube channel again. So I'm excited about that. I'm gonna get it together. I'm slowly getting it together. All right, y'all. I love you. And there is only one thing left for me to say. And that is, what is your love experience? Until we chat. Bye. Thank you, Jan.